Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining today on this lovely, bright, beautiful, sunny day. So I'm going to jump right in and we're going to be talking about oily tips for packing and preparing your trips. So let me just hop on over. I've got a presentation here for us. Hopefully you can see the screen. I'm sure you can. It shows that it's good. Okay, so here are some of my favorite oily packing tips for our summer trips. So if you are new and you don't know me, or this is the first time you're watching, my name is Jade, and I'm here because I am really passionate about empowering people with the knowledge of how to embark on a wellness journey, caring for their family using natural plant-based products. So here is a quick overview of what I like to pack. And I just want to make very sure before I continue. Yes, we're good. We're recording because a few people couldn't watch live. I know that. Okay. So the packing list, this is kind of an overview. And what I highly recommend that you guys consider getting, and this is just like a nice list, and we will share these slides as well. So you can just, screenshot this if you wish, or you can go through these slides. So these are my top things that I like to travel with, and also after asking several people, like, what are your top things? Kind of thrown it all in here. So Ningxia Red sachets, Thieves spray, that's that little mini one. The Thieves hand purifier, so that would be like the sanitizer. Inner Defense, my absolute best and most favorite capsule. Then there's KidSense Mighty Pro. We're going to touch on each of these and explain a little bit more about them. There's Life 9, which is the adult version. A wellness roller. This is for immunity. So important. A Breathe Easy roller. I don't know about you guys, but I often get congested on airplanes especially. So this is a lifesaver. Then there's the head tension roller for headaches and such. A tummy roller for sore tummies. This is like vomiting, diarrhea, nausea. We'll talk about that. And then there is the motion sickness roller. A little bit different. We'll touch on why and how they work. Then there's the fever reducer roller, a sleep roller, a seasonal support roller. That's for allergies. And then Thieves tea, which I always take a Thieves and a lemon. We'll talk on exactly what they are. And then a travel diffuser. And of course, finally, our favorite essential oils. So our list of essential oils, the favorites that come up for most people all the time are Thieves, lemon, peppermint, lavender, RC or eucalyptus. I personally favor RC, but other people prefer eucalyptus. RC has all three types of eucalyptus in it, so it's like a way stronger version. Then Digize for all things digestion. Citronella, so important during summertime because of bugs. Purification, frankincense, and oregano, which we say is optional, but for me, this is the antibiotic in the essential oil world. The reason that I say it's optional to take that essential oil bottle is because for me, I've often already put it into my immunity roller. I don't need to have the separate bottle with me. As for roll-ons, my favorite ones that are pre-prepared and made are wellness or immunity, breathe easy, the head tension, tummy, motion sickness, fever reducer for sleep, and then for allergies or seasonal support. So now we're going to dig a little deeper and go through each one of these and cover like the recipes and kind of how and why we're using them. So the first is these Ningxia packets. Actually, we just finished our last box here today, so I'm waiting for my new one to come. I love these sachets. They are what we survive on in our house. So we're flying tomorrow, and I like to have these with us to pack and take with us, as well as definitely to give the family and myself before flying for sure. But pretty much this is our daily staple. So what is this Ningxia Red? Well, it's a powerful superfood drink with a wolfberry puree. It is safe for all ages, even pregnant women. Yes, your 4-month-old can have this. It energizes, it fortifies, and it replenishes the body. So it has the highest levels of naturally occurring age-defying SRC values. And basically what that is this is how we measure how much of a superfood it is. So RX stands for oxygen radical absorbance capacity. So it's how we actually measure antioxidants. So This Ningxia Red drink has the highest activity of this, which helps support immune function, cardiovascular health, and nourish the eyes. For me, this is one of my favorite ways to go off of coffee, and I'll replace it with this. It does give you energy. There's no caffeine. It's absolutely natural. That's why we can give it to children and babies and pregnant women. And it is incredible as well if anyone is sick and is suffering with any sort of fatigue. So definitely drink those if you're feeling that. Okay, our waterless hand purifier, it smells amazing, by the way. It's because it's infused with soothing aloe vera gel and the cleansing properties of Thieves and peppermint essential oil. I love how it smells. It's very cleansing. It also feels very soft, so it doesn't have alcohol. It's not going to dry your skin out, which is awesome, but it works brilliantly. It definitely sanitizes. So it kills 99.99% of germs. Obviously it's for your hands. It gets them clean anytime, anywhere. It is safe for kids. Just have them rub it and then just wait for it to dry before they touch their face and such. It's small enough to fit in your purse or travel bag, but of course big enough to share. It really lasts me a long time actually, and I use this often. And it's a lightweight formula that leaves your hands soft and smelling divine, as I kind of touched on. Okay, then we have our Thieves spray. And the Thieves spray, the difference here is, for me, I use this to clean all the things around me. So if you will, it's almost like a little mini version of a multi-purpose cleaner. So it's on the go, it's a quick clean solution. I use it to spray the tray tables on the airplane and the armrests, and I will use it on shopping carts. So again, it doesn't dry anything out. It's safe enough for kids that they could touch it and be by their face. There's no toxins in it. So it's a really fresh, rich aroma, which instantly creates a cleaner space. And I use it for counters, sinks, door handles, bathroom surfaces, and more. It contains naturally derived plant-based ingredients, and it's safe for children and pets, which is awesome. And then I've listed here that it is brilliant as a throat spray. I cannot tell you how often we use this. If one of us has a sore throat, then we will just go to the back of your throat. You just need one spray. It numbs it. And yes, I do use this for my kids as well. It's really, really effective. In a defense, this capsule, I personally cannot be without. You can make your own version of this, which we call the immunity bomb, but I love this product, and this is what we actually use. So I will take one or two of these leading up to a big international flight, or if I'm on the verge of feeling sick, I will take one. Please take it with food, super important. And let's talk a little bit about what it does. So it reinforces the systemic defenses. It creates unfriendly terrain for yeast and fungus. It promotes respiratory health. It contains potent essential oils like oregano, well, they are oregano or oregano, thyme, and Thieves, which support the immune system in a huge way. And the liquid soft gels dissolve quickly for maximum results. And the capsules are made with fish gelatin, not carrageenan and beeswax. That's super important. Those things are not really the best for capsules. So make sure that you take these on a full tummy. It's really quite potent, it's strong, and it's very effective. I think this capsule we kind of term as a joke, like the husband converter, because any husband or partner that's like, oh, oils, schma blah, let's see. But the second they wake up and they have swollen glands or they're not feeling good, you give an inner defense and they are sold on this product because of how quickly it works. So then let's move into probiotics and like prebiotics. So this is the kids version. It's called KidSense Mighty Pro. My kids love this. You just tear that sachet open and you just put it in your mouth. So it's a 1-dose easy packet, and it can be taken anywhere with you. So this is really good as well to take daily. It's a unique blend of prebiotics and probiotics, and it tastes really yummy. So it features over 8 billion active live cultures to support digestive and immune health. And it's really, as I said, it's yummy. It's a great tasting formula that can be added to cold food and drinks for easy consumption, but my kids just take it neat straight in their mouth. And of course, it supports gut health and immune health. So then we have the adult version, which is called Life 9. So this promotes healthy digestion. It supports gut health. It supports a healthy immune system, helps maintain normal intestinal function. So nice, happy, healthy bowel movements. And Life 9 is a proprietary combination of 9 beneficial bacteria strains, that's why it's called Life 9, that promote natural digestive balance and supports a healthy immune system. And it has a targeted release capsule, which allows the cultures to bypass the stomach, improving the overall product efficacy. Super important, because you also don't want this to just digest in the tummy, get targeted and slammed by those strong acids and enzymes in our tummy, and then we've lost all those benefits. We need this to get as close to the intestines as possible to actually work. Okay, so moving on to we like to refer to this as our pocket pharmacy, the roll-ons that we keep with us all the time so that we can whip it out, it's ready, it's done, and good to go. This one I can never be without. I always have my adult immunity roller and I have my children's immunity roller. And for them, I actually make 2 because I often split it in the house anyway. But when we travel, I just take one and they share it. So the adult recipe, we are putting in 8 drops of purification, 15 drops of Thieves, 8 drops of frankincense, 5 drops of lemon, 5 drops of oregano, and then you're going to fill it with the carrier oil of your choice. So we use V6, which is Young Living's one. It's a vegetable oil complex. I love the feeling of it, and I love that there's no smell to it. So you'll smell the essential oils. Remember that these are hot oils, so you're going to apply it to the bottoms of feet, on your spine and the back of your neck. You don't want to put it anywhere where a child would touch it and then touch their face. So my habit that I have with my kids, they already know, they always do 1 swipe under each foot before we go out and leave the house for the day. And if I see that they might be getting sick, I will increase how often I'm using it. So I'll use it up to 3 times a day if they're looking or feeling sick. And it really helps. It just goes straight, gets absorbed into the nervous system as well, into our bloodstream, and they work. They really get better from this, and it really prevents sickness in the first place. So forgive me, just having a sip of coconut water here. The kids' recipe, I've got it out here for you guys to see. I'm not going to read through each thing that we do. I'm just going to briefly discuss. It's obviously less essential oils that we're putting into this roller for them. So same essential oils, but just we're using a lot less. We need to dilute them a little bit more. So now we're going to talk about the Breathe Easy or Breathe Again roll-on. Young Living does also have their own version of these. And just to quickly go back here to the immunity one, you can actually purchase this Thieves roll-on that Young Living makes. Theirs just has Thieves essential oil in it, which is actually, Thieves anyway is a blend of rosemary, lemon, eucalyptus, cinnamon, and clove. And those 5 things absolutely help to fight bacteria, viruses, and to just keep your immune system really strong. So you can get that. It is effective. I really still love to have, often I use that Thieves one and then I hang on to that roller and I reuse it as my immunity roller. I really just like that oregano in there of all things, or oregano, sorry. I'm South African, so we say oregano, but I know in America we say oregano. Okay, so Breathe Easy. For the congestion and the stuffiness, this is if you're getting a cold and or if you just get congested on a plane. I do, like I said, I don't, recycled air, it doesn't work so well for my body. I'm sensitive to it. I actually even find that my nails will often start chipping and my nose gets really dry. Remember, I'm also talking about doing international flights. They're really long and we're just breathing that same air the whole way. So for adults, you can make your own. If you make your own, it's a 10 ml roller. Whenever we make rollers, we're putting essential oils in first, and then we're using a carrier. So this would have 12 drops of RC, 8 drops of lemon, and 8 drops of purification. And then you'll fill it with your carrier oil. Remember with this one, with the directions, we say apply to the chest and the upper back. That's wonderful. I've been using oils for a while. I will put it on my sinus. Just be careful and watch your eyes. So I don't roll it. I just literally take that roller and touch the sinus points 1 and 2. And then I'll use my hands and just kind of blend that in. And I make sure not to get it in my eyes. So another thing that we do talk about is it's really important to actually have plain carrier oil with you. Or Young Living's lavender lip balm is even fine. So if you get it in the eye, You don't want to go and use soap and water. It doesn't help. So you just want to blink, 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 remain calm. You don't need to panic. You're not going to lose your eyesight. And you would just use some sort of carrier oil to dilute that out. So if you had nothing else, I've done this before. I've used Young Living's lavender lip balm, and I'll just put it where I need to just kind of calm that and dilute it out. So other alternatives, of course, is Young Living's Breathe Again. It is fantastic. I actually really, really love this roll-on, and I use this now. I don't really make my own anymore. So this one is perfect. It's potent and it does the job. For kids, they have Kids Sense Sniffle Ease. So this is also a roll-on. It's ready-made, and or you can make your own. Just take that recipe I have and basically halve it for children that are ages 2 to 8 years old. Over 8, they should be good with the Breathe Again roller. So there you go. That's for breathing easy. So I don't know about you guys, I often get headaches. Sometimes it's altitude change. Sometimes I haven't been drinking enough water and just being on an airplane. And sometimes it's being in a car with a lot of people and a lot of noise, I will just get a headache. So this is our head tension roll-on, a fantastic one. And I like to have this one with me a lot as well. I will say that I also use this for period pain or any other pain that I have on my body. So it's also quite good for even tight muscles on your upper back. So it's quite versatile. You can use it for a few things. So this roller is a 10 ml roller. You're going to put in 10 drops of Panaway, 10 drops of Valor, 8 drops of Copaiba, and 8 drops of peppermint. Then you fill it with carrier oil of your choice. Of course, in our picture, as you see, we have that V6 again. It's my favorite, but the alternatives are fractionated coconut oil. You can get it on Amazon, or MCT oil. So those are probably the two next best. And once you have this made, you would apply it to the temples. Be very careful again, because we're using peppermint oil. It's a hot oil, meaning that it could cause stinging or burning. In the roller, we've diluted it, so it shouldn't just from the roller, but if it gets in your eyes, it will be sensitive and they will feel like they're stinging. So just any other carrier oil to dilute it out. So even if you're at your new vacation, go look for olive oil, coconut oil, any other oil that is in the house. And you can just put some literally even on and in your eye. It's fine. It will dilute it out and it won't feel stinging, burning. So you'd apply to the temples. Again, I don't even roll it. I just do dot, dot, and then I massage it in, and then I will roll it behind the back of my neck here. So a nice simple tip as well is you can do 1 drop of frankincense essential oil neat. I put it in the palm of my hand, take my thumb, and then you put it to the roof of your mouth, to your palate. So almost as if you were sucking your thumb. Okay, then we have our tummy tamer. So this is going to be, if you're going to Mexico, you're not Mexican, you don't have that kind of tummy, or if you're going to a place that's new, a lot of us get tummy troubles. Either we are constipated, we get diarrhea, we have bloating, we're more gassy. So whatever the issue is, Digest is your best friend. So Digest for me is in my purse all year round, regardless of any trip that I'm doing or taking. I have to have this oil with me. So the roll-on is a really nice way to just have it as the pocket pharmacy. Otherwise, I just have the Digest as is, and I put 1 or 2 drops under my tongue, and it sorts me out. If I am nauseous, if I feel like I might vomit or I am vomiting, or if, any kind of gas, bloating, diarrhea, constipation, any of these issues. But the roller is also fantastic to have. So for this one, we would do 15 drops of Digest, 10 drops of peppermint, and would fill it with the carrier oil of your choice again. So the alternative for little ones is tummy jars. It's already pre-diluted. You use it as is, and you'd roll it on their tummies in a circular motion. Then fever reducer rollers. This one was a lifesaver for me. This is what got me started with oils in the first place. My younger daughter, Sage, who was 16 months at the time, had fevers, and she had a febrile seizure, and we ended up getting essential oils because medicine and painkillers weren't working. We were doing all of them every day. So then I learned about peppermint. Of course, you have to dilute it, and you want to use a natural therapeutic grade essential oil, which ours are. So this has been a lifesaver. She's never, ever, ever, she's now 7. She's never had a seizure again. And I've never had to give her a painkiller ever, 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 ever. So this truly, as you can tell, I'm very passionate about just peppermint oil because of how incredible it is. The frankincense is such a lovely addition as well. So this recipe that I'm going to talk about is the adult version, which is just 10 drops of peppermint essential oil in a 10 ml roller, 10 drops of frankincense, 5 drops of lemon, and you'd fill it with the carrier oil of your choice. I didn't used to travel with this, to be honest, but because of COVID and people getting lots of different random fevers and temperatures, we've seen like a comeback with that. So we actually do make this, and I do have a roller now for fevers that I travel with. Before that, I would actually just take a drop of peppermint and add some coconut oil and rub that down spine, around belly, and under feet. So a nice way to remember, well, where do you use this fever reducer roller? You use it, you make the letters T and O. So T, you would do at the back, on your back. So it would be the top of the T, and then down your spine would be, the T going down. And then the O is around the belly. So we want to get it right in the core. And whatever is remaining, put it under your feet. We always put things under our feet because we have the largest pores, and it's great for absorption. So finally, I think this is the final roll-on for seasonal support for allergies. The adult recipe, we call it the LLP. It's the allergy trio, LLP, for lavender, lemon, peppermint. So for the adult recipe, it's 15 drops of each of those, 15 drops of lavender, 15 drops of lemon, 15 drops of peppermint. We put it in a 10 ml roller, we fill it with the carrier oil of our choice, and you would actually put it on temples, on your chest, and behind your neck. Again, you can put like even a dot on your fingers. Don't even put the roller on here because of the peppermint. You can roll it on your finger and then just rub your sinuses very carefully. Watch your eyes. And for the children, same idea, just 5 drops of each of these essential oils. Okay, we have another roll on. Sorry, for motion sickness. This has become my absolute best friend roller because my older daughter started showing signs of motion sickness. I've personally never ever suffered from this other than when I was pregnant. So now I can say that I understand how it feels. It's awful, awful, awful. I don't envy anyone who deals with this, and worse when kids actually do throw up. But this should help. This should be the reason that they don't. And this has been a game changer for Mika, my older daughter, who definitely suffers with this. So for adults, it's 20 drops of Dajars in a 10 ml roller, 15 drops of peppermint, 12 drops of ginger. So there's the difference between the tummy tamer roller and the motion sickness. It's all in the ginger. So for the children, ages like 2 or 3 to 8, you're going to put 8 drops of Dajars, 8 drops of peppermint, and 7 drops of ginger, and you'll fill it with the carrier oil. You would rub it on wrists, on the back of neck, and clockwise on the tummy. And if they aren't feeling good, have them actually smell it, to just put their wrists up and just focus and take some deep breaths in. You can also do what we call an aroma dome, where you'd put the roller in your hands, rub it together, and just cover your nose and mouth and just take in like 3 deep calming breaths, and that should really help. Sleep roller, we have something you can buy from Young Living or one that you can make for yourself. So we also have a diffuser blend. So I do take my diffuser always. And we're going to talk about diffuser bags in a second at the end of this class. But what I like for sleep is to put lavender and cedarwood together. By the way, side note, if you have a child who has nightmares, don't use the cedarwood and replace it with white angelica. It's incredible. Such a beautiful essential oil. So in white angelica, it's like the angels come and are with them and protect them, and they don't have bad dreams. So for the diffuser, for us adults, 3 drops of lavender, 3 drops of cedarwood makes for an amazing night's sleep. And topically, you can put 1 to 2 drops of lavender and just put that neat on the bottom of your feet. And I also like to put it on my pillow. To be honest, I'm obsessed with the Tranquil Roll-On. I love it. It's one of my favorites. It's one of my favorites to also gift to people. This saved me. I've been on trips before where I have done Young Living events 2 or 3 in a day, and I was literally falling asleep at 1 or 2 a.m. and needing to be up at 6 a.m. And this roll-on helped me to just calm down, pass out, so that I wasn't just, when you do so much work, sometimes you've been on screen, sometimes it's hard to actually wind down and fall asleep. all I did, roll on the tranquil, fall asleep, like smelling a wrist like this. And I would pass out, sleep so deeply, and actually wake up really, really refreshed, as if I'd had more than enough sleep, even though I was actually sleep deprived. So Sleepy Eyes is the version for the kiddos. Also smells lovely. I love this one, and so do my kids. So that I just roll it for them on their wrists and under their feet. Okay, then the Thieves tea that I was talking to you guys about. I do travel with my Thieves essential oil and a lemon essential oil. I do prefer traveling with the 5 ml sizes. So don't throw away your essential oil bottles. Keep them, and you can repurpose, recycle. And even, for example, this diffuser blend, you can actually pre-make that in another empty roller. So I will take an empty essential oil bottle, not roller. So I will take like my lavender 5 ml, I'll pop off that lid, and then I'll put in 10 to 15 drops of lavender, 10 to 15 drops of cedarwood. And then when I travel, I'm just putting in 3 drops total into the diffuser. It's already pre-mixed and blended. So that we call like a diffuser bomb or a diffuser blend that's pre-made. So for your Thieves tea, this is staying well and healthy. So if you feel like you're getting a scratchy throat, or you feel like you're coming down with something, you want to take a mug, and inside that mug, you're going to put a tablespoon of honey, add 1 drop of Thieves essential oil, 2 drops of lemon, add some warm water, stir it, and then drink it and enjoy. It tastes so delicious. You can, for the kids, do the same thing, but then you want to pour out half into their sippy cup or whatever it is that you're giving them, and then add another part of water. Feel free to add more honey for them just to sweeten it a little bit more, because Thieves can taste a little bit spicy. And of course, if you have an under 1-year-old, like a 9-month-old who would easily drink some tea, you would then use maple syrup instead of the honey, okay? A really yummy drink. And then a lot of the recipes I shared with you tonight are actually from this brilliant resource that I've bought at the start of my oily journey. It's called Oil and Glass, and it's by the Essential Collective. So you can actually buy that online. It's even on Amazon, and it's a brilliant resource. The other one I wanted to share with you, this is probably my favorite essential oil bags and diffuser bags, but Etsy is where I go to shop for these things. You can find some on Amazon as well, but I find that they make them really well. They're not the cheapest. However, they are so durable. I've bought 1 of these ever. I still use it today. It's my favorite. It fits lots of the different size diffusers in it, and it's just my favorite. Then the other thing is their little purses. I'm busy pointing at the screen. You guys can't see what I'm looking at, but the purses that hold the oils and the rollers are also fantastic. So again, it may seem like a slight investment at between $20 to $50 for one of these items. However, they really last. It's all you'll need forever. So that's it. At this point, I will offer, if anyone has any questions, feel free to type it in the chat, but we are basically done with this. I'm going to stop sharing and show my face. And yeah, if there's any questions, I know several people had said they couldn't make our call and they want to watch the recording. So, and a lot of you aren't on here, just feel free to ask me anytime. You can always say, hey, I just watched your video on, traveling and oily tips for summer trips, and ask me any question about it. I'm happy to answer. So I'll hang out for another minute more. And if there's no questions, then I will gladly end the call here and let you know that, yeah, we'll be carrying on offering these recordings and classes that you can catch up with and learn some more. So that's it. That brings me to the end of that. I hope that was helpful. Okay, cool. I don't have questions, just a thank you on the chat. Thank you guys. So I'll end off here and stick to the 30 minutes that I promised for this call. I think I even did it in under 30 minutes, which is awesome. So thank you for joining, sending lots of love, and we'll do this one soon. Take care, you guys, and have safe travels wherever you go. And don't forget your oils and don't forget your roll-ons. They are really helpful. We have traveled, we've all been healthy before, and then one of us has somehow been knocked down somehow with some sort of a random fever or a random tummy bug. And I've been so grateful that I've had the oils to help us, and they've 100% worked and made us better instantly, almost in under a day. and then we're able to just really enjoy our holiday. So don't get bogged down with getting sick. We do have things that help. So make sure that you're prepared for those. And that's it. Lots of love and safe travels, and be oily and be happy. Be well. Bye, everyone.